Thank you for your interest in becoming a volunteer for Severe Weather Shelter Network. Our current volunteer opportunities are overnight host, hospitality host, food provider, laundry assistant, phone reservation, morning shelter site monitor, afternoon shelter site monitor, and registration assistant. Overnight hosts are on site from 6 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. 2 overnight hosts are needed each severe weather night. In this position, you will help provide hospitality, assess guest needs, and take a turn being awake overnight. Males and females are needed for each team each night the host site is open. You must be 18 years or older. There are 2 opportunities for hospitality host, either 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. For either of these positions, you will help with setup for each site, check in the guests, and provide hospitality and care. You will leave the facility once guests have transitioned to shelter or have bedded down for the night, usually around 6:30 p.m. or 9 p.m. respectively. You must be 16 years or older for this position. If you are under 18, you must have parental consent. As a food provider, you will provide a hot meal for guests, and you may need to assist in the kitchen during the meal or clean up afterwards. Please drop off your food between 3 to 6 p.m. You must be 16 years or older, and if you are under 18, you must have parental consent. As a kitchen assistant and server, you will be on site from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. You will help set up the food and drinks, serve food to the guests, and clean up after the dinner is over. You must be 16 years or older. If you are under 18, you must have parental consent. As a laundry assistant, you will pick up blankets and towels at the end of each shelter week. We expect you to return them to the facility the next shelter week. You may have 2 to 3 loads. If you volunteer for phone reservation, we expect you to be available 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. via the phone. You will receive calls at home via a forwarded number. You will add guests to the shelter roster on severe weather days, and you will communicate shelter location and transportation options for our guests. As a morning shelter site monitor, you will be on site from 7 to 8 a.m. You will assist morning shelter staff with encouraging guests to move off the church property and direct them to the nearest bus stop. You also will need to ensure that all guests leave the church properly by 7:30 a.m. and monitor the property until 8 a.m. to ensure no one is loitering on the property. As an afternoon shelter site monitor, you will be on site from 2 to 3 p.m. You will monitor the church property and advise guests that they are not allowed on property till 3 p.m. You will also ask any guest that has arrived early to come back at 3 p.m. Our final position is registration assistant. This position is as needed. In this position, you will assist with various tasks to complete our guest registration process, such as printing IDs, conducting registration questions, and some data entry. There are several ways to sign up to become a new volunteer. You can submit the new volunteer form on our website at www.swshelternetwork.com/new-volunteers. You can also contact Christy Smith at christy@swshelternetwork.com, or you can call us at 720-515-9313. You can also use the QR code on this video and it'll take you to the page. We look forward to serving with you soon.